Hi, students and families. It's Mrs. Jenkins again. And I think this is probably going to be my last video of our e-learning experience, for me at least. It is Tuesday, May 19th. I tried not to look at the calendar because I do it every time, but I couldn't help it. So it's Tuesday, May 19th. So you have today, tomorrow, and Thursday left of e-learning. Okay, so you've almost made it. So stay strong and work really hard the next few days because you've all done an amazing job. It hasn't been easy. It's not easy to be at home and have to do work and have to get help from your families when you can, or maybe you don't even have help from your families. There's just a lot to it. Okay, so you guys should be proud of the work that you've done and finish out strong. But with that being said, I want to encourage everybody to keep reading all summer long. There are so many times that kids work so hard throughout the school year when they're at school and in class, and then they go home for summer vacation and they don't read at all. And so then they lose a lot of what they learned. It's stored in your memory, but if you don't use it all the time, you lose it. Okay, so I want to stress to you that you've got to keep reading over the summer, and it doesn't have to be a chore. You can find books that you enjoy reading, parents and families, whoever's watching with your child. I want to tell you about a website called, I wrote it down, I thought. I will email you the name. I know I wrote it down. I apparently didn't. I think it's called Unite for Literacy. I think it's called Unite for Literacy, but I can't find it. So I will email you guys the name of a really good, actually I'll email you a few really good websites that you can use to find just some online books that your kids can access for free. All of it's for free. And then there's also the Amazon has the online books, and usually they're pretty cheap. Okay. So I just want to encourage you guys to keep reading all summer, okay, because it's very, very important when you get to third grade. And there might be some others of you watching this video, so maybe a different grade. But when you get to the next grade level, you need to be a confident reader, and you need to keep practicing all these skills that we've worked on throughout the year, okay? So even though you won't have a teacher there teaching you, you can read to your dog, you can go outside and read in the sun, you can build a fort and get a flashlight and read in your fort. You can read before you go to bed. That's when I like to read, right before I go to bed. It's kind of like an outlet for me. It's kind of like an escape from the real world. Like I get lost in these books that I read. So it's really fun for me. So try to find stuff that you're interested in and like to read. And not only is that fun to read fun books, but it's also fun to become a better reader. And I've had a lot of fun this year watching you guys become better readers. So thank you for working hard. So this week, what it's going to look like is today, Tuesday, you you're going to watch this video. This will be your only video for the week. And then you're also going to have another video. It's just a YouTube video that you're going to watch. It's in your Schoology folder. Okay. And it's about being a reading superhero. Okay. So your assignment is going to have something to do with that video. Okay. So each day you're going to have either a book, 2 books to read, or a book and a passage to read. Okay. I want you to just enjoy reading them, work on applying all of those skills that we've worked on throughout the year, throughout you learning. Think about your syllable types, think about your syllable patterns. Remember, we've learned a lot of rules this year. Okay, there's so many rules in reading. Okay, so if you can't remember some of the rules, look in my Schoology folder where you watch these videos, and you'll see where it says rules posters. And I have uploaded some posters for you to help you remember some of those rules. Or you can always go back and rewatch videos too if you need to. Okay, so while you're reading, think about your rules, think about everything you've learned this year, and just apply it in your reading. Okay, so Remember, you don't always have to do the decoding, the whole entire decoding process. Find your first two vowels, underline and mark them with a V. You don't have to always do that when you don't know a word when you're reading. Think about visualizing those, finding your vowels just in your brain, covering it up, dividing it where you think you should divide it. Okay, remember to apply those strategies when you're reading. Okay, let's see. If you can't figure out words, do the decoding process. Write the word down on a whiteboard or write it on a piece of paper and go through the decoding process. Find your syllable types, find your patterns, divide them, and then you'll be able to figure out the word. Okay, remember, if it's not a word that you don't recognize, you probably need to redo it. So re-decode it. Okay, let's see. So for Tuesday's assignment, after you watch the reading superhero video, you'll read your book or your passage, okay? And then you're gonna actually draw a picture of yourself as a reading superhero, okay? And you're gonna send me a picture of it. So I wanna see you, just be creative, have fun with it. I just wanna see you as a reading superhero because I know you all can be, okay? So then Wednesday and Thursday, you're also gonna have some readings that you'll have to do. And then if you look in your Schoology folder, it'll explain the assignment. It's just a real short assignment that goes with your reading, okay? So I do want to remind you, as you're reading, and not just this week, but anytime you're reading this summer and whenever, remember the first time you read a book or a passage, it might be choppy, it might be slow, it might be hard, okay? Go slow the first time. Read it slow. Go decode the words that you need to decode. Take your time with it to make sure you're understanding what you're reading and thinking about what you're reading, because you're not thinking, you're not reading. Because remember, readers are thinkers, okay? So then read it again. Each time, read it 3 or 4 times. Each time you read it, you'll get better at it, and it'll make you overall a better reader, okay? So I think that is all I have for you today. Please, please send me pictures of you as a reading superhero. Maybe even put your face in the picture so I can see your face, okay? And let me know, parents, families, if you guys have any questions, if you need access to books, or if you have questions throughout the summers about any of the rules I've gone over, or just anything y'all need, feel free to email me. Remember, it's Jenkins, so MJENKINS at westclarkschools.com. So M as in Maria, Jenkins at westclarkschools.com. Students, work hard. Remember to read over the summer. Try to read every day, at least a couple books, and enjoy them. And I promise you'll become a better reader. Also, have a great summer. Thanks for working so hard, and I hope to see you guys back at the end of July.